Good evening, everybody. It's me, HelloGreedo, and I'm going to be hanging out with you guys for a short 30 minutes. It's going to be a short one. I might end up streaming more tonight, like later tonight, maybe around like 10:30 Eastern time. Haven't really decided yet. I bought The Last of Us on the PC, and yeah, I'm just debating about maybe streaming that. I am going to play it tonight. I'm going to play it tonight on the PC, but I don't know if I'm going to stream it or not. I kind of just want to play it and you know, not talk on microphone while I play the game. Just because I've never played it really. I played it for like an hour, like the first month that it came out. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I've never played The Last of Us, because an hour, you know, I'm not going to consider that playing. So the first time that I ever experienced the game, I don't know if I want to be, you know, paying attention to another monitor. If that makes sense. But anyway, it is storming, lightning flashing out my window. Not sure if you can hear the crackling of thunder. Hopefully not. But yeah, let's hang out. Hopefully the power doesn't go out. Sam does stuff. Chris Froming, Jedi Master Troy, Concordia Jedi, Boo, Sapity Harrison, Mean Metal Mike, Evan Shade. Good to see everybody. How have you been? How have you been? Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you, Evan. Good to see you, man. Has anybody played The Last of Us PC version yet? I've always wanted to play the game. Just really the reason that I never did, I owned it on the PlayStation 3, but I only had it for, I don't know, a month or so before I sold my PlayStation 3. So like I didn't really play it at all. And then I never had another PlayStation console. You know, I'm not much of a console gamer. So the fact that it's available on the PC now is a treat, and I'm very pleased with that. J-Mod, did you see the TV show for Last of Us? Yes, and I'm a big fan of it. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, one of the better shows I've watched in a while. And, you know, zombie apocalypse stuff, it's been done to death, but I think they did a really good job of doing... focusing on the characters rather than the zombies. So many like, you know, zombie apocalypse movies or shows focus on the zombies. I feel like too much. There's entire episodes of The Last of Us that, you know, really don't have many clickers, as they call them. You know, it's more just a little adventure in desolation, which I think is more interesting, you know, than waves of zombies constantly coming at you. But anyway, Vince and Oscar, thank you guys both so much for the first super chats and channel support of the stream. Who's your favorite that guy actor? I'd say Elias or John Carroll Lynch. Have a good night, guys. So I know exactly what you mean by that. I'm assuming this is what you mean. That guy, like, oh, I know that guy from something. What do I know that guy from? What do I know that guy from? There's a lot of those guys, and I never know their names, and the names that I'm sure once I Google the names that you just gave to me, Vince, I'm sure I will know exactly who they are. Let's do this. Let's do a quick Google. Let's see. I know exactly who he is. Can't remember what I've seen him in. That's how it goes with that guy, right? Elias, he's been in a lot. He's in Shooter? Forgot about Shooter. Yeah, he's been in a lot. Well, who's the other guy? Let's see. John Carroll Lynch. Oh, yeah. Well, I know him from... Oh, what do I know John Carroll Lynch from the most? Oh, this is going to bother me. What do I know him from the most? He's known for The Founder, Fargo, Paul, Gothica. Oh yeah, he was the original. He played like one of the original McDonald brothers, right? In that. He's in Veep. He's in 3 episodes of Veep. 1 episode of Handmaid's Tale. He is a good that guy for sure. And he's been in so much stuff. Camp X-Ray. I liked that movie. He's been in so much stuff, man. It's crazy. Zodiac. He's been in like so much stuff that he should not be a that guy, right? I mean, he's been acting since 1993. His first movie was Grumpy Old Men. And he's been in like, he was in Face Off, Mercury Rising. He's been in so much. He's been in Star Trek, The Walking Dead, Gone in 60 Seconds, The Fugitive, the TV series, The West Wing. I mean, that's crazy. Anyway, I'll have to think about it, Vince. I don't know. That guy actors. I'll have to really think about it. I'll get back to you because I don't even it's so like I don't know the names and I can't think of like off the top of my head what movies I can picture some faces, but I can't think of what movies or shows and stuff like that these faces are in, you know? Anyway, I appreciate that, Vince. Oscar Rodriguez, I appreciate it. A lot was changed from game to show. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really expecting a 1-for-1, although I never played the game, but I'm very surprised how similar they made the game, or the show to the game rather. I thought, going into the show, I thought they were going to make it, it was going to be called The Last of Us, and then it was just going to be a different story or something like that. You know what I mean? I didn't know how faithfully it would be executed side by side with the game. Now, I'm sure there's one sec.
I want to start live streaming on my channel, but I'm wondering how you stream a static video and talk over it. Maybe a dumb question, but it stumps me. Hope the family as well.
Concordia Jedi, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Good question. I will fill you in. Give me one sec. It's easy once you get the hang of it, but yeah, Oscar, I'm not too concerned about, the changes, especially. I mean, maybe if I had played the game, I'd be like, oh, that's not how it went. Well, it's a show. It's going to be different. They got to change some stuff, right? I loved the show. It you ever watch one thing and then it just puts you in the mood for so much of that same genre? Like I was just, when the first episode of The Last of Us aired and we watched it, I was just instantly in a zombie apocalypse phase for like a solid month. That's all I wanted to play. That's all I wanted to read. And that's what The Last of Us show did to me. I'm super excited to play the game. I just looked on Steam. I bought it earlier today, before it was actually released. I preloaded it, and I just looked on Steam, and it has mostly negative reviews. The PC version of The Last of Us, and most people are saying it's horribly optimized and it crashes all the time. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they'll patch it. They'll work the kinks out. Which it's shitty. It's always shitty when that kind of stuff happens. But, and what's funny is a lot of the times when people talk about bugs and crashes and stuff like that in games, I find that I play it and I don't experience that. I'm sure, I mean, maybe that won't be the case this time, but I feel like a lot of the times for most games that people call atrocious at launch, I'm playing and I've never really had a big issue. Maybe I look past a lot of things because I've had horrible experiences with like day one releases back in the day. Like the worst day one launch experience I've ever had playing a PC game. It was a game called World War II Online. I want to say it came out in 2002. World War II Online. 2001. Okay, so 2001. Oops, what did I just hit? World War II Online came out in 2001. Now, World War II Online was you can actually still play the game. It's free to play. It's old as fuck, but it's super fun. It was way ahead of its time. So I think it's like 1/3 the size of the European theater, the Western European theater of World War II. It's a first-person shooter. There's thousands of players in Western Europe, and there's towns. You can be infantry, you can be tanks, you can be boats, you can be airplanes, you can be artillery. It's an entire battlefield, an entire continent, thousands of players and stuff like that. And it was amazing back in the day. I'm sure it's horribly dated and you should never touch it in the year 2023. But the day that game came out, I installed it, unplayable. Tried to take it back. They wouldn't let me take it back. The store did, because I used the code, like the online code and whatever. I don't know. Eventually I was able to play it. It was like 2 months after I tried to install the game, they came out with like some digital downloader or something like that. So like 2 months after I bought this game, I was able to play it. This was in 2001. So a couple little bugs here and there, they don't fucking bother me. Maybe for people who are used to everything being running smooth, it would, but like not being able to play the game that you were super excited for 2 months, I'm cool with a couple little bugs here and there. Anyway, okay. So Concordia Jedi, I really appreciate that generous super chat and channel support. I don't want to know any spoilers with The Last of Us game, if that's cool with you guys. I have watched the show. I'm sure they changed some stuff. I don't know. Concordia Jedi says, "Hey HG, I want to start live streaming on my channel, but I'm wondering how you stream a static video over, and talk over. Maybe a dumb question, but it stumps me. Hope the family as well." It's not a dumb question at all, right? If you don't know, you don't know. Nothing dumb about it. So what I do is I have a program, and I'm sure there's a lot of other programs out there, but this is the only one that I've ever used. It's called OBS. OBS, and it's a streaming software. OBS, Oscar Bravo Sierra, OBS. And you use this software to layer certain graphics. So like here, I guess I'll show you an example. If you look at the screen right now, I can take away the entire car. So you have these effects, these I don't know what you call them, widgets, I don't know, in the foreground, and then boom, you have the video that I made in the background of me flying through the starfield. So everything is on like an individual widget, blah blah blah, now playing. But it's basically, you use OBS and you can create the visual of your stream and also control the audio, what you want the audio to do too. Does that make sense, Concordia? I think what you need to do is download OBS and play around with it a bit. Maybe watch a YouTube tutorial. It's really simple once you get the hang of it, or once you kind of get the general idea of it. It's really easy to select what screen you want to stream, or what window you want to stream, or game, or image, or video. Yeah, did that help, Concordia? If you have any questions during the stream, feel free to toss them in the chat. I'd love to help out as much as I possibly can, but I think step one would be to download OBS, the software, and play around with it. But anyway, cheers, Concordia. I appreciate that greatly. Jmod, yeah, I'm not actually all the way caught up on Mando season 3. I've watched 3 episodes. 3 episodes so far. So what? I'm 1 episode behind, right? Or 2 episodes? Am I 2 episodes behind? I think I'm 2 episodes behind. We were out of town when episode 3 came out, and I just have not had time. Been working. I just have not had time to catch up with it. So, yeah, I haven't really cared for it. The 3 episodes that I've seen, been kind of meh about it. Or the 2 episodes, I don't even remember, man. Haven't really loved this season so far. Hasn't really done much for me, but, I'm going to keep watching. Catch up eventually. Episode 5 is tomorrow. Okay. Gotcha. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much once again. Oscar says, how did you feel about the ending, Joel's decision? I thought it was... obviously, you want to punch the guy, right? Obviously, you're not going to like it. Its intention... Its intention is for you to not like it. To not like Joel's decision. But narratively, it's a great decision. From like a writing standpoint, a storytelling standpoint, I loved it. From a character standpoint, or at least like what you... obviously, you don't like it because you like this dude and you don't want him to be a piece of shit, right? So, yeah. I don't know. I don't want any spoilers. I'm assuming that's how the game goes, too. I don't know. But I thought it was a pretty bold story, a way to end your season. I'm assuming the game is like that too, which is pretty bold in itself too, to make your main character that you travel with and you root for and you kind of love this guy, to kind of turn him into a piece of shit. It's ballsy. I like it. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, I appreciate that, Oscar. Which means I'm waking up. Wait, episode 5 is tomorrow. Oh, waking up. I used to do that all the time, man. Wake up super early and watch episodes. Now I get to it when I can. I think, wait, tomorrow I'll be 2 episodes? I really need to sit down and see what I've watched already. I don't know if I'll be 2 episodes or 3 episodes behind tomorrow. We'll see. I'm gonna try to make a video tomorrow. I don't really know which topic I'm gonna go with. Obviously it can't be Mando because I'm not all caught up. But yeah. Alejandro, you think a Star Wars movie with horror genre would work? Yeah, I want any genre. I want any director to put their spin on a Star Wars movie. I don't think Star Wars needs to be pinned down as one thing. I think it can be a combination of a lot of things, or be genre specific, or a mixture of a bunch of different ones. Yeah, I think anything could work. And wrapped up in a Star Wars package. I think anything could work, Yeah, why not? Why not, Christian? I've always said that I would love a Danny Boyle Star Wars movie. Don't know what it would be. Don't know what it would look like. But he's one of my favorite directors, and I would love to see what he does in the Star Wars sandbox. Jedi Master Troy, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support this evening. If you could be any character from any movie / TV show / book, who would you want to be? Can be Star Wars related or something else. Oh man. I think I would want to be that. Maybe this is just because it's kind of on my mind because I started rereading it and actually bought a sticker of this book. But Arthur Dent from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I think it would be fun to go on his wacky adventure through outer space. I think that would be fun. And maybe that's a weird choice, Troy. And again, maybe that's just kind of in the front of my mind because I recently started rereading it. But that book is just such a wacky, out there, fun, lighthearted, goofy ass adventure, and this average dude gets stuck in the middle of it, and I think it would be fun to be Arthur Dent from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Now, if I really sat back and thought about it, Troy, I could probably think of something way cooler or whatever. But right now, as I sit here on March something 2023 at 8:16 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going with Arthur Dent from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Just for the fun adventure. Just to see how wacky this goddamn universe is. Yeah. I appreciate that, Troy. Cheers, man. Now, if I could be any Star Wars character, I don't know. Any Star Wars character. Probably just some farmer on the Outer Rim, keeps to himself, doesn't want to be bothered. Whatever that character's name is. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. Soul Survivor, Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Soul Survivor says, Joel was wrong, but the Fireflies were no better. To them, Ellie was a pig to be killed for Christmas dinner to feed village without her consent. Yeah, I mean, there's no moral black and white here. It's all moral grays, right? In the show. Again, I've never played the game. I'm going to play it for the first time tonight. Which makes everything more interesting, especially in a world where there's no rules, there's no oversight, there's no governing body. You can get away with anything, and that the moral gray was Joel wrong? Was Joel wrong? Were the Fireflies wrong? I don't know. I mean, I could see. It's the without her consent, of course. That's the big problem, right? As I can't remember the character's name. She said Ellie would have wanted to do this, and she said, that's true, to, give her life for the greater good, the possibility of a vaccine. And I think Joel realizes that, so I love the moral gray area because probably if you ask some people, were the Fireflies in the right, a lot of people would probably say yes. Are they wrong? I don't know. Yes, a lot of people, was Joel right or wrong in the end when he's just slaughtering everybody? Maybe ruining the hope of humanity as a whole to save the one. You ask people, was that wrong or right? I don't know. I don't know what they'll say. That's what's kind of interesting about the show. I think this show does a much better job than a lot of other zombie apocalypse shows because I actually at least find it to be more morally gray and more I don't know, maybe realistic in terms of probably what the landscape would look like. Not like broken down buildings and stuff like that, but just the landscape of humanity, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyway, Soul, I'm super excited to play the game for the first time tonight. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna stream it. I kind of just want to play it, for the first time all by myself, and then maybe after a few hours of playing it, I'll stream it at some point. But I don't know. We shall see. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. Robin, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Robin says, HG, hope all is well. Thanks for shouting my EP out last time I was on it. Really meant the world. Anything you're looking forward to this week? Of course, man. I actually had it up on. It sounded really good. You know how sometimes, and I'm sure you've had this happen to you, Robin. Sometimes people will send you or tell you to listen to something, and you'll be like, "Yeah, I'll listen to it." And in the back of your head, you're like, "Oh, is this going to be really bad?" I've heard a lot of, bad music in my life that I was told to listen to. So if I'm being honest, in the back of my head going into it, I was kind of worried. But then I listened to it and I'm like, oh, this is really good. This guy's talented. He sounds great. Would SoundCloud be good? Here, I'm going to post SoundCloud. Robin's SoundCloud there. I think I listened to it on Spotify, though. Maybe not. Did I? Yeah, Almost Lucid. Wait. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I listened to it on Spotify. How do I... Okay, so Robin, I'm going back in my history, trying to find it. If you guys search for everybody pull up your phone, get on Spotify, and search for Almost Lucid, and you'll find Robin's EP. That's awesome, man. We're going on a road. Me and my buddies are going on a road trip, and I created a Spotify playlist, and I gave them all access to it to dump in songs. It's a 6-hour drive, and we're all, we're just putting in songs that we used to listen to, or new songs that we think one another would like, or just shit we like, right? Maybe I'll throw in an Almost Lucid song on the road trip. Fuck it, I'll do it. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Is there anything I'm looking forward to this week? Not really. Got some stuff at work that I'm excited about. Just work stuff. Can't really go into specifics, but not really this week. I'm just kind of planning on relaxing. Like, this is the week whenever so I worked yesterday, Monday, so I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I work Thursday, and I'm off Friday and Saturday. So whenever I work on a Monday or a Sunday, I get like, I don't know, I have a lot of time at home by myself, so I try to knock out a bunch of stuff around the house, which is kind of enough for me to look forward to. Like, I get, I don't know, 4 hours here and there to myself a couple times a week, and there's something about putting in headphones and like just cleaning the house and doing dishes and laundry and shit that I love. Does that mean I'm super old? I'm gonna be 37 in a couple months. I don't fish. I do laundry. That's my old guy thing. Anyway, I appreciate that, Robin. Pasta Water, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Pasta Water says, just stopping by to say hello. Love your channel, Greedo. Oh, cheers, man. I greatly appreciate that short and sweet super chat and channel support. Cheers, Pasta Water. Thank you so much for tuning in, and for the kind words. I'm 23 and love cleaning a house. Dude, there's something about like, after I get done cleaning the house and organizing stuff. Maybe you do this too, man. Even with like hanging posters or prints and stuff like that, I sit back and I just admire it. I admire the organization of it. I admire the angles that I hung the posters up, the levelness of it. Maybe there is a little bit of OCD in there, but I don't think so. I would not categorize myself in that way. I just sometimes I'll just stop and look, be like, oh, this looks really good. And as soon as my daughter gets home, it's gonna be fucking trashed in 5 seconds. It was nice while it lasted. I spent an hour cleaning up the house only for a 4-year-old to cover the floors with 100 stuffed animals in a matter of minutes. How it goes. Anyway, Spotify AI DJ. No, I've never heard of that. Let me grab my phone. Spotify AI DJ. How do you get to that? Spotify AI DJ. I don't see anything like that. Is it? Is it like where they made for like a daily mix? Is that what you mean? Or is it something else? Be careful, he will say your name to introduce him. No, I have my phone on silent, but I appreciate the heads up there. I have no idea. I can't find it. I don't know where to go or what. Never even heard of this. Do I need to download an update or something? Maybe I do. How do I download updates? Oh, I'm getting so... I think technology is kind of passing me by. Anyway. Spotify homepage, music button, tab under top. So Spotify homepage, music button / tab at top. I just have a bell, a recently played, and a settings like gear. That's all I got. Maybe I need to download an update. I'll look into it. I'm curious about that. I'm gonna play The Last of Us tonight, and I think I'm gonna end up streaming it if I can get it to work smoothly. I don't know how it's gonna run. A lot of people are complaining, but I might do it to where there's no commentary. I might do it where there's no commentary, just so I can enjoy the game. I don't know. I don't see anything like that. Oh, music. Good evening. Oh, DJ Beta. A mix of current go-tos, old favorites, and some new discoveries you haven't heard yet. Cool, man. All right. I'm going to check this out. I'll check this out tomorrow. I'm curious what it'll play for me. Because, you know, while I do listen to a lot of my own music and stuff that I love, I listen to a lot of Disney songs for my daughter, or Puss in Boots songs for my daughter, or stuff like that, you know. And my 4-year-old loves Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish, which I mean, I'm not complaining. So I'm curious if it'll play like a mixture of that. Yeah, I'll check it out tomorrow. I appreciate that, man. I didn't even know that was a thing. Ricky Dicky Doo to Grimes. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the channel support. I greatly appreciate that. Ricky says, hi, Greedo. I love you and keep up the good work. King. Oh, I appreciate the kind words there, man. I haven't made a video in a long time, and this is the first time that I've streamed in like a week and a half, I feel like. But I'm planning on making a video tomorrow, Rick. I'll try to keep up the good work, but it's sometimes it's kind of tough to stay on top of things. And like I've never been a very topical YouTuber, you know. I'm like 3 episodes of The Mandalorian behind, and when am I going to make another Mandalorian video? I don't know. I should have jumped up. I should keep up with it, but I just haven't really had much time. So maybe tomorrow I'll catch up, watch all 3 episodes early in the morning, and then just make a quick, easy video of my thoughts so far on the season. I'll plan on that. How about that? Tomorrow, I'm gonna watch and catch up on all the Mandalorian stuff. I'm gonna make an easy chit-chatting video about what I think of the season so far, and then boom, maybe I'll stream tomorrow as well. That should do it. That should be good. That's my plan. I'm going to run, and then I'm gonna do that. Boom, set in stone, no backing out. Bingo bongo. Here we go. Anyway, I appreciate that, Ricky, and I appreciate the kind words there. Oh, we're over 30 minutes, guys. I didn't realize that. What's Asteroid City? Asteroid City, a film by Wes Anderson. What? Huh. Trailer tomorrow. Interesting. Asteroid. What has everybody in the whole world in it? Jason Schwartzman, Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hanks, Jeffrey Wright, Tilda Swinton, Bryan Cranston, Ed Norton, Adrian Brody. Oh my God. Has like Steve Carell, Matt Dillon, Willem Dafoe, Margot Robbie, Jeff Goldblum? How have I not heard about this movie? Asteroid City. Have you guys heard of this? Trailer tomorrow. All right. I'm sure it'll be very different than normal Wes Anderson movies. All right, guys, I got a jet. Again, I might do a stream tonight, later tonight, playing The Last of Us. Don't know if I'll talk during it or if it'll just be no commentary playing a video game stream. You know, we shall see. We shall see. But all right, everybody, thanks for hanging out with me and bullshitting for a little bit. I'm gonna go downstairs and watch the latest episode of Succession. Good to see that back. It's a great show. Yeah, what else? That's it. Asteroid City. Sapity, thank you so much for the final super chat and channel support of the stream before I jet. Sapity says, oops, one sec. Sapity says, hope all is well. Recently went to a Texas barbecue restaurant, and oh my God, I am addicted. The brisket, pulled pork, pork sides, burnt ends, side dishes. I understand why Texas barbecue is popular. Hell yes. Barbecue. Is that your first time? Like a barbecue in general? No, right? No. Texas barbecue. I love barbecue. My favorite barbecue restaurant. Well, actually, I love brisket, but there is a barbecue restaurant in Jacksonville called Mojo's. And Sapity, they have like my death row, my last meal sandwich there. It is might sound weird. Hang with me. If you ever get a chance, try it. It is a barbecue Reuben. It's on Texas toast. It's on Texas toast. It has brisket on it. It has like a Thousand Island, or like a coleslaw dressing on the top of it. It's one of the best things I've ever eaten. It's the barbecue Reuben from Mojo's is my death row meal. It's my like my lethal injection the night before, my final meal. It's goddamn delicious. I like a mustardy barbecue sauce too, and that's my favorite. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. We had steak bites. I made like I chopped up sirloin tonight and cooked it in a pan with some butter and garlic, and pretty good. But I'm craving some barbecue now. Not a big pulled pork fan for whatever reason. I don't know. I gotta be in the mood for pulled pork. But yeah. Barbecue is the best. What's your favorite side? What's your favorite side? Oh, I didn't see that you said burnt ends. Burnt ends they might be the best thing at most barbecue restaurants, I feel like. And they're always just like an appetizer, burnt ends. But damn, always super tender and just... I love barbecue. Oh, Christ, I love barbecue. I don't know what my favorite side is. Cream corn, yeah. I like green beans that have a little kick to them, like a little peppery, like green peppery green beans. I'm a big fan of that. Or baked beans with some like bacon in it, like maple like baked bean. Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting hungry. We always end up talking about food, Evan. God damn it. Yeah, cornbread's solid. I like jalapeno cornbread. That's where it's at for me. Jalapeno cornbread. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to... I was going to say I'm going to go downstairs and like make a peanut butter sandwich, but I shouldn't. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for making me hungry, Sabbaty. I might stream tonight. If I do, it'll probably be around like 10:30 or so. And I'll be playing The Last of Us. It's a 50-50 split. I don't know if I'm going to stream or not. We'll see. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. To everybody who supported the channel through Super Chats this evening, I appreciate the hell out of it. To everybody who just hung out in the chat and shot the shit, thanks, man. All right, everybody, stay safe out there. Be nice. Have fun. And I'll catch you all on the flip side. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are on planet Earth. See ya.